Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the summary of On Beauty by Zadie Smith. On Beauty was published in 2005 and it was shortlisted for Man Booker Prize and has won the Orange Prize for Fiction. Smith is generally known for analyzing the intersections of identity in this contemporary world with nuance, clarity, and empathy. She is also known to be influenced by E.M. Forster, and this On Beauty is also said to be loosely based on Forster's masterpiece Howard's Hand. It is presented in three distinct parts, and On Beauty explores the theme of beauty through the conflicts, internal and external, of characters struggling to come to terms with themselves. It reflects the current political issues and celebrates diverse views of dealing with the world. The story begins like this. We find Belsey's family, and Howard Belsey, who is the father, is an art historian at Wellington College, which is just outside of Boston. He and his wife Kiki have three children, Jerome, Zora, and Levi. In the beginning of the novel, we find Jerome is studying in England under Monty Gibbs, who is a black conservative academic, and Monty has a long standing feud with his father Howard. During the time of his studies, Jerome lives with the Monty family and falls in love with Monty's daughter Victoria. They also get engaged, but the engagement is quickly called off. Depressed, Jeremy returns to US and his family foundation is not strong either, so he does not find support anywhere. At the same time, Howard has had an affair with Claire Malcolm, a fellow Wellington faculty member and a long-time family friend. Though Kiki has been trying to forgive Howard for this, but she is more upset by the revelation that this woman, Claire in question, is not just a one night stand but her affair has been for a long time with Howard. But Howard had initially told to Kiki that he had only a one night stand with Claire. The Belsey family members are also navigating their black identity. Livy, the youngest son, is attracted to black street culture even though he comes from a wealthy mixed race family. Zora, their daughter, tries to follow her father's academic footsteps, but she also struggles to find her footings as a black woman and art historian. The Belseys' complicated relationship with race is juxtaposed by the Gibbs family, who are fully committed to the preservation of black culture in ways that seem extreme to the Belseys. Howard's feud with Monty threatens to grow worse when Monty gets a chance to work as a temporary lecturer at Wellington. And because of this, he has to come and stay in the same neighborhood. Howard and Kiki's marriage breaks, but they choose to continue to live in the same home. Jerome tries to get his life back on track, and here Zora gets into Claire's poetry class by accusing her of unfair treatment due to her personal issues with Howard. At a poetry event in the city, Zora recognizes a handsome young man who sat next to her at a Mozart concert. This young man, known as Carol, is the best rapper at the night, so Claire invites him to audit her poetry class even though he is not a Wellington student. Claire's decision to bring an unenrolled student is controversial, so she gets Zora to agree to advocate for her at an upcoming faculty meeting. Meanwhile, Levi has been skipping school to sell fake designer handbags with a new group of friends from Roxbury. Howard continues his work and everyone is on edge for the upcoming faculty meeting because Howard attempts to stop Monty's lectures and that will be debated in the meeting. Howard has become transfixed by Victoria, who attends one of his courses. Kiki and Carolyn, Monty's wife, have developed a friendship, but Kiki is concerned about Carolyn's health and domineering husband. Carolyn dies of a cancer which she has not disclosed to her family. She also leaves a painting of the goddess Ursule to Kiki, but the Gibbs family burns her note so they can keep the valuable painting in the family. The Belseys attend Carolyn's funeral in London. Howard is so moved by the service that he leaves and walks to his father's house where they argue. At Carolyn's wake, Howard and Victoria are very close and have sex. Back in Wellington, Zora successfully defends the right of unenrolled students to audit classes at Wellington. Howard, however, is unsuccessful in blocking Monty's controversial lecture series. Carol is given a job as a hip hop activist at Wellington, but Zora is disappointed that the new job has made Carol uninterested in her mission to keep him in poetry class. Victoria pursues Howard with explicit emails, but he rebuffs her in a hotel room, which makes Victoria feel bad. Victoria now moves on to Carol. When Jerome is back from college for spring break, he and Zora go to a party where they walk in on Carol and Victoria having sex. Zora confronts Carol, but Carol points out a hypocrisy and a superiority complex in trying to project her desires onto him. Carol alludes to their father sleeping with Victoria and reveals that Monty has been sleeping with Chantal, a young woman who interns for him. Carol identifies the moral bankruptcy of the academic community and regrets entering into it. Zora is called in for an emergency meeting with the dean. Monty hung the painting of Ursuli in the Black Studies department, but it was stolen. He accuses Carol of the theft, but Zora tells him to ask his daughter if he wants to know about Carol's whereabouts the night of the theft. At the Belsley's house, Kiki finds a painting in Livy's room. Livy and his friend Chu, a Haitian immigrant, stole it from Wellington as a way of reclaiming what they believe Monty has stolen from the Haitian community. Zora confronts her father about what she heard about his sexual relationship with Victoria. Kiki and Howard split up and she moves into her own place. She takes Monty to court for ownership of the painting after Jerome finds a note attached to the painting, evidence that Caroline left it for Kiki. Howard is attempting to rehabilitate his floundering career with an important lecture, and he is full of hope when he sees that Kiki is in attendance. The novel ends here. It's a beautiful novel by Smith. If you have anything more to add on to what I've said, please write it in the comment box. Like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe. Thank you.